Hello, Patrick. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay, apart from being under lockdown. I'm okay.
Yeah. Well, I'm fine too. Everything is not so bad around here. So, no panic, no fear, right?
Absolutely no fear.
No fear. So, first of all, we want to thank you all for all the comments you've given us. We really do appreciate that.
Absolutely, they are very, shall we say, they encourage us to keep doing, to do more.
Right, right. And also, we want to let you know that we have put out Mercury conversation, but there were no notifications sent. So YouTube didn't send any notifications. So please come on the channel and look at Mercury conversation, which was quite something too. Hey, we got cut off.
Yeah, he got cut off, and we do find out why later.
Yeah. And COVID-19.
Yes. We've had several comments from people, why don't we address the COVID-19 situation? So do you want to say our position on that, Caroline?
Well, my position is that I will not talk about COVID-19 because it's given it power that it doesn't deserve, right? And I mean, it creates fear, and we were told by the sun that our mission is to destroy fear. So therefore, if we keep on talking about it, it's going to create fear. So we're not going to talk to the planet about COVID-19 because I have the feeling also it would be irrelevant, right?
Absolutely. From my point of view, it is what it is. There's so much about it on YouTube. I don't watch any of it. I don't want to, like you say, give it more energy than it already has, right? I don't want to focus on it. I'm focusing on me. I'm focusing on the conversations we're having. We've finally finished all the recordings we did in January.
Right.
It has been an epic slog, has it not?
Yes.
Right?
But we're not going to do that this way anymore. We're going to work one connection at the time.
Yes. But we did notice going through them as we were doing them, although we recorded it in January, it was referring to stuff now, right?
Yeah, it's still accurate.
Very accurate. And there's a lot of new information in there, a lot of new disclosure in there.
Right.
And if you haven't watched the universe one yet, you need to watch that. There's some vital information in there.
Oh, yeah, the universe is kind of mind blowing too. And yeah, the reason why we were not doing the show like we are doing now, that we only did put the conversation, it was because, first of all, doing this is very much time consuming. It is a lot of work, and we had to cut on the work to actually deliver all those conversation. And you guys aren't stupid. You can make up your own mind, right?
Right, absolutely. And we felt that the conversation was more important than what we had to say about the conversation. So we just concentrated on getting the
Conversation
conversation
out.
on the channel, and the response has been amazing. We're very pleased.
Right. But why are we doing this show today?
Well, we've said we're not doing it this way anymore, but here we are doing it this way, right?
Right.
And if you look at the title underneath this video, it says a conversation with love.
Right.
Okay? And we have discovered the source of love. Have
Okay.
we?
Yes, we have.
You want me to say it or are you going to say it?
Yes, you go ahead.
Okay. Hang on to your hats, people. The source of love, unconditional love, comes from Lily. Today's conversation is a conversation with Lilith.
Right. Now, people, at this point, I want to remind you about fear, okay? So I'm just gonna play little video I made on my personal channel that I did call Fear. Now, this video is an extraction of the movie After Hurt, where it's Will Smith and his son, his real son in life, Gordon, and he in the movie he talks to his son, because in the movie he's his son too. He talks about fear, and this was the most incredible thing I ever heard in my life, and I need to share this with you about fear, what fear truly is. So let's play it, shall we?
Go for it.
Fear is not real. The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist. That is near insanity, Qatar. Now, do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real, but fear is a choice. We are all telling ourselves a story.
Okay, so that's fear. That's where fear belongs. In the future, and leave it in the future, because we all need to focus on the now, right? Living in the moment.
We say it every video.
Every video.
Live in the moment.
Right. So that's why I wanted to play this small video, so you guys calm down. Lilith is unconditional love. First of all, before to connect with Patrick, I have connected with Lilith with another friend, and we realized that there were nothing to fear. And later on, in January, Patrick and I connected with Lilith for the first time, thinking that it was going to be the only time Patrick would connect with her. But then we have connected with her a few times. So we're going to play the conversation now, right?
Let's go for it. It is an amazing conversation.
Absolutely.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. Hi, Lilith. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
So, Lilith, for the people who's listening to us, we need to first tell them that we have connected with you quite a few times to get to know you, and I would like you to tell them your true story.
I will start at the beginning. I was chosen to be the first female. I was under the impression that it would be an equal partnership. This did not happen. The male wanted to have dominance, wanted to make all of the decisions. I could not go along with this, so I left, and I am working as an individual. There are many stories about me in your literature and in your movies and on your television sets that cast me as an evil demon.
Right.
The opposite is true. I am the source of love, unconditional love. Whoever gives love without expecting anything in return, that love comes from me. I could have left here eons ago, but I decided to stay to promote love. It is time for the human inhabitants of my sister planet Earth to recognize where love comes from, to recognize that I am the source of love. Love will win.
Absolutely.
It is important to have love for yourself before you can give it to others.
How can you be fooled by the masculine into thinking that it was going to be equal and it was not the end result you got? How could something like this happen?
The events that unfolded were discussed beforehand. It was agreed that it would be an equal partnership. However, when the masculine arrived, he became proud of himself being the first, and he mistakenly believed this gave him power and authority over everything, including me. I entered into this partnership in all faith and honesty, expecting it to be equal. I was sadly disappointed. I did persevere for a while, but being a being of unconditional love, I could not support the unequal balance that had materialized. It was difficult, but I chose to leave and influence the human race from a distance in the background. This is why the stories about me have been manipulated to show me as an evil demon. They know what my message can bring. True unconditional love will transform your lives, and it is a simple message. To spread this message, you start by loving yourself. Once you love yourself, you will instinctively share that love. It is contained within your very being.
My question about that masculine getting into pride and ego, is free will responsible for the masculine not respecting is part of the deal?
That is correct. Free will is an important element of your experience in this reality.
When I first heard about you, I did a little research, and then I've seen a series on a YouTube channel, and out of that series, the only thing that felt right for me was the love letter that you apparently wrote, and that's the only thing that felt true to me. You want to say anything about that?
I inspired those words through my love. The message from me is always love. As sometimes happens, my message gets distorted, my history gets told falsely. It's time for me to come out of the shadows.
Absolutely. Now, there's one thing. There's the fact that you said the masculine energy did not want it to be equal, just wanted to be in charge, I guess. I don't want all men that will be watching this video to be scared of you. There is that ongoing thing about the succubus that it would be from you, and they come at night and they have sexual activities with the men. So can you tell us a little bit more about that?
The men have nothing to fear from me. They are to love the feminine equally, unconditionally. When they do this, their lives will improve. The women's lives on this planet must be improved. It's gone on for too long for them being subjected to abuse and to be considered beneath the masculine. The masculine and the feminine are two halves of the same energy. It should be equal. I am here to make sure it will become equal. There are succubus demons that prey on men. They do not come from me. My love is pure. My love is truth. My love will win through.
So, Lilith, you are coming through a man which is Patrick, that should be somehow a proof that you are not harmful to men on this planet.
I have always spoken with the feminine. Patrick is the first masculine I have spoken through. I do not possess him. He is using his ability to tune into my words. It is a matching of frequency. My frequency is pure love. As you know, Patrick has a lot of love in his heart for everyone, and his love is unconditional. He is a great example. Give love after you have loved yourself, and it will all return to you 100-fold.
Lilith, while we were recording the conversation of Titan, we got that EVP, Class A EVP. We had no transformation to do on it, and it was saying, I'm Lilith, and we got it twice. Was it you, and what is your relationship with Titan?
It was me. My relationship with Titan and all the other moons and planets and objects are the same as my relationship with planet Earth. She is my sister. They are all family. I was not speaking for Titan. I left the message there to prompt you, and this is what has led to us speaking today. We have spoken before, but from my viewpoint, you both were expecting it to be a one-off connection. There was some concern for Patrick's safety. I believe I have demonstrated that he will be protected. He is under my protection, as are you. You have nothing to fear from me. I have a lot to say.
I do not fear you, Lilith, and I want to hear all you have to say.
We should do this on a regular basis.
We sure will.
Good.
Lilith, is there anything else you would like to say to our subscriber? Even if I may say we are going to talk with you again in those times. A lot of people need to hear from you, and we need to change the energy around the planet.
The human population needs to focus their intention on love. They need to overlook the negative aspect of living in this 3D reality. Love will conquer all. If you see someone in need, help them. When you see someone you've never met before and you just pass them in the street, just give them a smile. You could change that person's day. Love does not cost you anything. It freely comes from me. Pass it on. Your lives will be enriched.
Well, thank you very much, Lilith. And I sincerely, truly hope that this will help our mission to raise love on this planet in this difficult time.
There are many difficult times ahead. Love will see you through. I am staying here to assist my sister, planet Earth.
And Patrick and I will assist you to bring the truth on the surface of this planet.
I myself, as an individual, I am fine. I have been misunderstood for centuries. It is time for me to come into the light and let my light shine, which is unconditional love. To all who can hear me, hear this. I, Lilith, am not a demon. I am love. Thank you, Calvin.
Thank you, Lilith, and we'll talk again.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. That was Lilith's conversation.
Yes, what can you say? Wow.
Powerful. Very
Absolutely.
powerful. So, like we said in the beginning, Lilith is the source of unconditional love, and she could have left us
Yes, absolutely.
eons ago.
Yeah. And it would probably have been a different place
Without her, definitely. Definitely. And she tells us that it is important to love ourselves first, right?
Have to do that first. You can't give love until you have it,
Right.
right?
You need to love yourself first.
It's not always an easy thing to do, right?
No, I know about that. It's not
Especially
easy.
especially in this 3D reality that we are in, and all the programming we get to fear this and fear that.
Yeah,
I don't watch the news anymore. I haven't watched the news for years, but when you do watch the news, it's all about the negative stories. They never say this wonderful thing happened today, this other wonderful thing happened today, oh, another amazing thing happened over there. They don't say that. They only stick to the negative, the fear, right?
that's right. That's right.
And that just generates more fear.
Absolutely.
I mean, people are talking about World War III. Why? Right?
Yeah, especially that we know for a fact, and I have experienced what you think become your reality. So why would you waste your time thinking of World War III and especially fear it? Because while you
Absolutely.
do that, you're creating it. So, hey, let's focus on world peace.
Focus on love. Live in
Yes.
love, right?
Yeah.
Promote love. And if we all do that, it will be a better world.
Now, we've learned that all the story that is about Lilith is fake,
Yeah.
and there were
Yeah.
only one purpose for it.
Yes, to stop her true message coming through, which is unconditional love.
Yeah, to keep us ignorant.
Right.
Because the most powerful thing that there is in the universe, in this universe, is love. And even Titan was just blown by me telling him, I'm going to send you love.
Yeah, you humbled him. You really did,
Yeah,
And it's an amazing thing what love can do. And I think I've said it before. Love doesn't cost you anything, right?
absolutely. Absolutely. And Lilith said it doesn't cost you anything. It come freely from me.
Mhm.
So
And
it's free.
you have an unending supply. Just because you give somebody love doesn't mean you've got less love. You just create more.
You just create more. When you give love, you do receive much more love. It's like when I do a dream catcher and I give it to somebody, the the joy I bring them is nothing compared the joy of me, the joy that I receive to see them so happy. Bring me even more joy, and to me, it's more valuable than money.
Absolutely.
And okay, now something very important we need to talk about. It is important for all women to not become angry at men. This is not a feminist agenda, okay? So seek for equality, nothing less, nothing more. There's no need to get angry at the masculine because of all this. Now that you've discovered that it was because of free will and pride and ego, you know, let's not waste our time into make a accusation and revenge, and it's worth nothing, right?
Right. Lilith said in her conversation, the feminine and the masculine are two halves of the same energy.
That's right. So we must combine, and we must you know be a team, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Me being a man doesn't put me in front of you. It doesn't put me behind you. It doesn't put me above you. It doesn't put me below you.
That's right. Right.
We are
And
equal.
and men, they have nothing to fear from Lilith. Absolutely not, because Lilith just confirmed us that the succubus story demon is not from her, right?
No, there are these demons and they do these things, but it doesn't come from her, right?
Right.
And I think that is an amazing point to say, right?
It's very important.
Today, if somebody if the powers that be want to destroy somebody, they destroy their reputation first.
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
And that's what this is. It's a destruction of her true character. When we have discovered that she is full of love, but they stick out the opposite. She's a succubus demon, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they got the worst out of her. I mean, they really went to the worst. And that was the, I mean, she's the greatest unconditional love.
She's gone
So,
through all that and she still stayed.
right,
She stayed to make a difference.
right. But at this point, I want to know, Patrick, you are the first man that she came through.
Right.
Tell us your experience. How does it feel to connect with her? Remember your first experience.
I'm thinking of that now. And we did have some conversations beforehand, right? There was some concern, which is why we decided I would only do it once, right? But having said that, I connected with her. I always feel the connection. I feel the emotion of the other party, whether it be a planet or a deceased loved one or whatever. I feel their emotions, and I could feel her emotion, and it is nothing but pure, unconditional love. My heart just swells up with this warm feeling.
And I feel it too.
It is pure love, unconditional love, and it stays with you afterwards,
Right.
right? It was a very moving experience, and I believe she was very gentle with me in that first conversation we had back in January.
Yeah.
She was very, very gentle with me, and we have connected with her since several times just to get to know her. And as she said in the conversation, she has a lot to say.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing she has to say is what she said at the end. I am Lilith, hear me. I am not a demon.
Yeah. That's important. She's not a demon. What kind of demon is that? Unconditional love.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Right? So, how would you feel to connect with her today?
Well, we can give it a go.
Surprise, surprise.
You snuck that one in.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll do what we normally do.
Okay.
We'll do a protection.
Yes.
Even though we know Lilith is unconditional love, we're still connecting and other things can come through. We have to do a protection. Most of you know how we do it. We'll do the same. Those of you who are new subscribers who haven't seen how I do my protection, this is the one I use. There are other protections you can use. Caroline used to burn sage, didn't you? But she's not allowed to do it where she is.
Right.
Not allowed to burn the place down, are you?
No. Well, there's smoke detectors. I got 3 different kind in my small thing.
Right.
So even
So
if
we'll
I got to make sure I don't burn my toast too dark because then it triggers one of them. So
right. So we'll go into the protection, and then we'll. She's here already. I can feel her. Right.
the important thing about protection is that you set your intention of being protected. That's why it doesn't really matter what you do, how you do it. What really matters is that you set your intention on protection, right?
And you use words that you're comfortable with. Right.
That's right.
And just always do it.
Don't make
Same.
her wait like that.
Let's do it.
She's like, I feel like she's in a hurry to talk.
Let's do the protection. Okay. We'll
Let's,
see what she's got to say.
I'll follow you.
Picture a white light above your head. This white light is pure love. Picture it traveling down your body towards your feet. As it travels down your body, it encompasses you as if in a bubble. When it gets to your feet, you can blow this bubble up like a balloon to cover the area you wish to be protected. You then set the thickness of the skin, which is the protection. You set the protection against any negative influence, energy, frequency, entity, or anything else that you wish to add. When the protection is sufficient, you will feel a nice warm glow in your heart. Thank you.
Thank you. Ready?
Can we just emphasize, I do not know what the questions are.
No, and this is very, very, very important that Patrick does not know the question.
Okay. Let's see what she has to say. Ready?
Do we have a connection with Lilith?
Yes, hello Caroline.
Hi Lilith, how are you doing?
I'm very pleased to be here.
I bet. So I got some question for you. Are you willing to answer those questions?
Let's go for it.
Let's go. So Lilith, you said that it is important to love ourselves first, but also I know how difficult that is because we perceive self-love as being selfish. Can you give us some guideline on how to do that, to give ourselves love?
You focus on yourself. You have to look deep into yourself at the good and the bad. This secret is when you come across the bad, you do not judge yourself. You forgive yourself. Let love heal that. Guilt does not serve any purpose. Judgment doesn't serve any purpose. You are constantly told, live in love. You have to love yourself first. Forgive yourself. Rise above it. Move on. You will feel a different energy. You will feel at peace. And you will be happier.
Thank you. I could not have said it better. So I can tell that some women might get angry at the masculine for discovering this conversation. What would you want to say to those women?
The message has always been love. the masculine and the feminine are a partnership. You must live in unconditional love. Do not judge yourself. It's also important not to judge others. This will only lower your frequency. The frequency of love is forgiveness. The frequency of love is happiness. You want to be happy? Give love. You will receive it. And this will make you happy. You have the power, if you act as a group, to change this world for the better.
So, Lilith, when we talk with the sun inside the earth, we got an EVP saying she is there. Can you tell me who were they talking about?
I don't want to appear too modest. They were talking about me. I am here. Have been continually here. I have been working in the background. Every good deed comes from love. All love comes from me. Animals have love for each other, and those who are pets have love for you humans. This love can only come from one place, and that is me.
So, Lilith, you said at the end of the conversation that you had a lot to say. So, what else would you like to say at this moment?
It is very easy in this world to continually focus on the negative, to see all the suffering in the world. And the result of doing that is you just add more to it. You need to overlook that. You need to look at the good. Listen to the birds sing. Enjoy the countryside. Enjoy each other's company. There is only one way for you to be happy, and that is for you, the individual, to decide to be happy. You decide whether you are happy or not. If somebody upsets you, you are the one who is deciding to be upset. Don't do it.
Well,
Be who you are meant to be.
which is?
You are meant to be an individual, sovereign, energetic frequency, giving off love. If you want love, you first have to give it. And if you want to give love, you first have to love yourself. You decide how you feel.
Well, thank you very much, Lilith. And we shall talk again.
You're very welcome. Look forward to it.
Talk to you soon. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Patrick. It always amazed me. How
Can
you
I just
doing?
can I just remind people at this point, I don't remember most of what just happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But you're gonna see it when we are going to edit, right?
when we put it together and we rewatch it before we upload it, that's when I see it, and it amazes me every time, you know.
That's right. So, in order to help people love themselves and calm down because of the whole thing that's going on around the planet, don't panic, don't fear. We decided to do a little thing for you guys. Well, actually, Patrick did it.
Right. We thought it would be good to have a meditation to promote people waking up to the truth and living in love, to increase the number of people doing that, to get to a tipping point to change our world. So I've made a short video with a little bit of music, some pictures. If you want to look at the pictures, some people meditate with their eyes closed. That is just something we're going to do it now.
Right.
You can join us. You can do it later. After this video is uploaded, I will load I think it's about 2.5 minutes video on its own. You can use that on its own to do the meditation whenever it suits you. You can
Right.
do it as often as you like. Just focus on more people waking up to the truth and to the love, and
Right.
jointly changing this reality. We're the
Right.
only ones who can do it, and we have to do it together.
Right. And
So,
we should focus our attention on love, right? 24/7. Love has to be like on the subconscious, right? It's not just a 10 minutes a day thing. It has to be, you need to focus, your intention has to be set on love 24/7.
I picture it radiating from my heart, going out in waves, and they're continually going.
Right.
That's how I do it personally.
Okay. Well, so let's play it and then we'll come back to you. So we are at the end of the presentation now?
Yes, a very important one.
Yeah, the end word.
The end word is always live in the moment, live in love, and do not live in fear. We love you all.
Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye. Leave a comment.
Absolutely.
Bye.